I previously controlled these pan tilt servos with Arduino and a joystick. Today I'm removing the joystick and I'm replacing it with this tiny motion sensor, and I'm adding a camera to the platform. It's not a stabilizer, it's a motion controlled camera platform where the sensors will measure the movement of the base and the servos respond to it. The MPU 6050 is a 6-axis motion tracking sensor, and it contains an accelerometer and a gyroscope that detect how the base is tilted. So if you're tilting it forward or backward, it moves the camera up or down, and while you're tilting it from side to side, it'll pan the camera from left to right. I'm using an Arduino UNO R4 Minima to read the sensors and control two MG996R servos. I also added 3 buttons, one for recentering, one for changing the sensitivity, and one for recording and playback of the camera movements. So let's start with the mechanical platform and we'll see how the sensor and servos are connected. Then we'll take a quick look at the code and see how it turns the sensor readings into smooth camera movements. For movement, I'm using these servos that I've had for a couple of years now. They are MG996R style digital servos. These are Metal Gear high torque servos. At 6 volts, this servo is advertised as 15.2 kilogram force centimeters of stall torque. Theoretically, that equals about 33 pounds of force at a 0.1 center, or 10 millimeters, from the center shaft. That's a maximum stall rating, not a recommended working load. I'm using these larger servos because they're still conveniently connected to this piece of wood, they're sturdy and they're in place. But if you have a smaller project and you're not moving much weight, you can use the smaller SG90 servos. And I say that because these servos, they can draw a considerable amount of current, especially when starting, changing direction, or holding load. I'm powering them, like I said, with 5-volt power supply instead of using the Arduino, and the servo supply ground is connected to the Arduino ground so that the control signals share the same reference. I also have a 1000 microfarad capacitor placed across the servo power rails, and that's just to reduce voltage dips when the servos move. Here you can see the servo library attaches the pan and tilt servos to pins 9 and 10, and it continuously updates the positions based on the sensor readings. The MPU 6050 connects to the Arduino through I2C using power, ground, SDA, and SCL, and we include the accelerometer and gyroscope readings in the program, and that's to determine how the sensor is tilted. You can see here that our program calculates pitch and roll from the accelerometer, and then it uses a filter to combine those measurements with the faster gyroscope readings. And this gives us a steadier movement than using either sensor by itself. I added 3 push buttons to this project. The first button centers the sensor with a quick press, or it acts like a clutch when you hold it in. And this lets you freeze the camera movement if you need to reposition the sensor. The second one cycles through low, medium, and high sensitivity. And the third button allows you to record and playback a camera movement. Here's a look at all my connections real quick. Here are the 3 buttons. They're in pins 2, 3, and 4 of the Arduino. The servos on 9 and 10, and the MPU 6050 on SCL and SDA. Over here I've got my breadboard buttons and breadboard power supply along with the 1000 microfarad capacitor. This project was closely related to a question I had by email, and it was fun to set up. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and also subscribe to the email list. That is, at least currently, the easiest way to get the program files to you, so check the description for details on that, and I will see you again with another video.